So yesterday, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, in brackets EPRA, significantly increased the prices of fuel products, kerosene, diesel, and also petrol. So let me just read for you the figures as at now. The prices of super petrol was increased by 16.96 Kenya shillings. The prices of kerosene was increased by 21.32 Kenya shillings, while the price of diesel was increased by 33.13 Kenya shillings. So angry Kenyans, majority of them from the Azimio La Umoja Alliance side, took to the social media to express their disappointments and also their frustrations. So they were actually re-uploading some of the video clips of President William Ruto during the campaign period, promising to reduce the fuel prices immediately he becomes the President of the Republic of Kenya.
The people telling us about Ukraine and Russia are also telling us that there is no shortage of fuel. They are also trying to blame oil marketers. So they are even conflicted in the reasons why we have an artificial crisis in the country. From their own statement, they are not sure of what to say. Is it because of the war in Ukraine, or is it because of the crisis with our oil marketers? Which is which? And that goes to tell you that this crisis is orchestrated, and it is as a result of the cartels and barons who have taken over, using conflict of interest and state capture in our economy. I mean, a straight answer would be, how come that fuel in Uganda is cheaper than fuel in Kenya? So, and yet the fuel being sold in Uganda goes through Kenya. That tells you that that kind of explanation is escapist and has no basis whatsoever. We should address ourselves to the crisis that is there in the country and the monopolies that have taken our fuel and economic sector captive.
Hakuna kitu natafuta. Hakuna kitu natafuta. Na ndipo naambia wa Kenya, fikirieni. Think how you want to plan your future. Ama mnataka kuokoka? Mnataka kuokoka? Njia ya kuokoka ni baba. Nawaambia. Njia ya kuokoka ni nini? Njia ya kuokoka ni nini? Afadhali mzee ambaye ni mtulivu, ambaye hana haja ya kujaza mifuko yake, ambaye atachunga masilahi ya watu yake, badala ya mdomo tamtamu, 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 tamtamu.
Now that is the importance of a very active opposition in a country. Imagine the situation if Raila Odinga had entered into the handshake with William Ruto. Maybe the situation would have been worse than this. So basically what I can say about those video clips is that, first of all, William Ruto during that time, he was the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, but he was also the acting opposition leader. And I must commend William Ruto because he did a perfect job of holding Uhuru Kenyatta's government, or rather the handshake government, into an account. Raila Odinga, together with the Azimio La Umoja Alliance supporters, were in a handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta, and they actually defended Uhuru during that time, and they defended the fuel price increase. So basically, that simply explains as to why yesterday also on Twitter account, the hashtag Maandamano and the hashtag Raila Odinga was actually trending, because Raila Odinga convened a press briefing to declare the direction of Azimio La Umoja Alliance concerning the increased price of fuel. And majority of Kenyans believed that Raila Odinga would call for Maandamano, which he did not. In my considered opinion, there are two reasons as to why Raila Odinga did not call for the demonstrations. First of all, I think Raila Odinga understands the secrets behind the fuel hike, because he has been in that situation before. And secondly, I want you to realize that Raila Odinga and William Ruto entered into an agreement that there will be no demonstrations again in Kenya. There will be no street protests. There will be no public looting and destructions of properties. So let me just read for you the statement that Raila Odinga released during that press briefing. He says that things will get worse or remain the same. The regime should either act or await the fate that has been fallen other insensitive and incompetent regimes across the continent. But the most important thing in this particular video is to understand the reason behind fuel price skyrocketing, which we are going to discuss deeply into this video. And I want us to go step by step. But before that, just in case you're watching this video up to this point, yet you haven't subscribed, I'm just requesting you to please take a second or two and click to the subscribe button. You can also give this video a thumbs up. Now, if you do that, YouTube will automatically recommend this particular video here to reach out to others, and that is how we grow. To my returning subscribers who are currently watching, I also want to appreciate you for your continued support. Without your support, this channel cannot be where it is currently. And if you want also to automatically receive the notifications updates from YouTube itself immediately I post a video on this channel, don't hesitate by pressing the notification bell. Now let us go straight into the details of this video. And for us to understand why fuel prices are skyrocketing, let us begin with this statement by the Energy CS, Davis Chirchir. This is what he said: we are likely to be going to harder times because of the prices from OPEC. There is nothing we can do. I wish it was still possible to subscribe, but we had some covenants with the IMF. The pain is heavy and it is not going to be easy. Let me just read for you also the response from one of the Azimio la Umoja Alliance supporters, calling himself the government critic, who says, Davis Chirchir thinks everyone is foolish. The prices of the fuel haven't soared because of OPEC, but it's because of the G2G, which means government to government oil from Gulf, that made Kenya lose billions of money. That is what they are trying to recover. This bottom-up nonsense is worst. So the government to government issue here is, of course, the diplomatic relations between Kenya and Arab countries, whereby they agreed that Kenya will pay the fuel prices in Kenya shillings. And that is why Raila Odinga also in his statement, he mentioned about that they say we are going to do G2G deal and pay for oil in Kenya shillings. What are Arabs in the Middle East going to do with the Kenya shillings, which is falling? Let me also read for you this particular statement by Moses Kuria. Global crude prices are on an upward trajectory. For planning purposes, expect pump prices to go up by Kenya shillings 10 every month until February. So we are in the month of September. What is this OPEC that these leaders are talking about? So this is actually an intergovernmental organization comprised of 13 member countries, which seeks to coordinate petroleum policies and support balance in the oil market. Now let us get to understand why is the prices of fuel increasing. There are two major reasons. Let me just show you this photo here. There is global fuel price surge and also complex global factors. Now, in the global fuel price surge, the reason as to why the price of fuel is increasing globally, not in Kenya alone, says that the world is experiencing a significant increase in fuel prices affecting countries worldwide, including Kenya. On the complex global factors, says that the surge in fuel price is as a result of various international factors, including OPEC, and we had already talked about the OPEC. Another issue is about the product cuts, the Russian and Ukraine conflicts. We have seasonal demand fluctuations and also the refinery maintenance. So those are the reasons as to why the fuel prices are increasing. So as I wind up, I want to say the following. It is now the best time for William Ruto to react and do everything possible to ensure that price of fuel reduces. I don't know if he will introduce the subsidies or not, but the fuel prices must reduce. Majority of Kenyans are actually suffering because the opposition have pointed out that issue, and the work of the opposition is to hold the government into account. William Ruto must listen, and I know that he will listen to this, and immediately he's back in the country, he will sort out that issue. Otherwise, that is it. That was my analysis for today. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below concerning all these issues. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, my name is Jason, but please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.